Dozens of Bristol, Tennessee high school students have explored various careers, developed in-demand job skills, and even earned a paycheck in recent months, courtesy of Ready Workforce Institute, an innovative partnership between Viking Academy and the local business community.
So Ready Workforce Institute is a work-based learning program for our students here at Viking Academy, and the program really has two goals. We want to educate our kids about the opportunities for them, job opportunities in our local industry and business, and then what we also want to do is really important, is to make good employees out of our students. Our local businesses, our community partners have been wonderful. They've been so generous, and they're eager to help, and that's really been from the get-go of our entire Viking Academy program. And so then once we go to businesses with this specific plan, they were even more enthusiastic because we hear again and again about our businesses and industries needing employees, needing good employees, and even a high level of turnover. And so I think that the idea for them that they could help to invest in our kids and make them more ready once they graduate to join a business and have some of these skills developed and strengthened already, that's really appealing to them.
Viking Academy opened its doors last fall in the newly renovated Volunteer Parkway facility donated by Mitch Walters and family. The space is designed for Tennessee high school students who have not been successful in a traditional high school setting and could benefit from an innovative approach to high school. In addition to smaller class sizes, Viking Academy provides one-on-one support for students who need help with such things as mastering basic life skills, setting up a bank account, getting a driver's license, and planning for life after high school.
So we actually came in the building in October. That's when the remodeling was done. We had an open house for the community, and we received a lot of support from the community, people who came by to see the facility, see what it looked like, and kind of get an idea of what we were all about. And then after the news media, there was a story about it, more people kind of wanted to know about it. And everybody was very supportive, like, how can we help? This is exactly what our community needs. How do we help? And at that point, we weren't sure how that was going to look. I mean, certainly the community partnership with the donation of the facility, that kind of started it all. But we also knew that our community needs our students need these businesses in the community. And so once we began to kind of flesh out the idea of Ready Workforce Institute, we started with actually people we know personally, and we would call up friends who had businesses or people we've worked with previously and said, hey, this is brand new. We don't know how it's going to work out, but we feel like it's needed. And if you will step out on the limb and help us, we think that this could be something that benefits everyone. So our first week in January, when we sent students out, we had 6 students go out. And we were just like proud, parents taking pictures the whole way to their, vehicle and have a good day at work. And so it started with 6. The highest to date single day that we've had is 26. And it does it's grown through word of mouth. We have people call and say, hey, I was talking to a friend and they were telling me that they have students come one day a week. Is that something we could do?
In order to participate in Ready Workforce Institute, students must make academic progress while attending classes Monday through Thursday. Fridays are set aside for a 4-week work assignment in a local business.
And then, so after 4 Fridays, you receive feedback from your manager or supervisor at that business. And so that feedback is on these just really essential skills. This is after us speaking with businesses, what's most important, what are you looking for? So the feedback is on time management, work ethic, accountability, honesty, integrity. And so students get that feedback. Some businesses sit down and they'll do their own employee review. So I'll sit down with students and talk about their feedback, and I'll ask them about their experience and see where they thought that their strengths were, their weaknesses. And then they'll make goals for the next round, and then they head out again, they're assigned to another business, and they'll have 4 Fridays in that next business. And so that's how the rotation goes for the whole school year. When we went to our partners, we did ask them, since this is only 4 weeks, we said, look for somewhere in your business that you have an entry-level, low-skills position. And so everybody has those. That wasn't hard. But also we wanted our students to learn about the whole entire industry or business there. So where could they see a future for themselves? But so the things that our kids are doing, they may be working in maintenance in, maybe a large corporation, but they could work in maintenance. They've worked in Strongwell, they've worked in fabrication, the shipping department. At Turtleson, they work in the shipping and also the embroidery department, so they're picking and packing. At Trisol, they worked in just really doing everything there. So it's kind of nice if it's a really small business, they'll get experience and kind of get that family feel. And that's been really great for some first experiences for some of our kids who might be nervous about going somewhere. At the Raceway, they've been working in the offices there and doing some office type filing, things like that, but also, like I said, learning about the business as a whole.
To date, Strongwell has welcomed 7 students into its Bristol manufacturing facility to experience jobs in fabrication, engineering, protrusion production, and shipping during their 4-week rotation.
We are a strong supporter of mentorships. So on day 1, each individual student was assigned a mentor, and on each week they're assigned a different mentor, so they get to experience different mentors from different generations, teaching them different skills. That helps not only our current employees, but also helps the students in kind of understanding what our workforce, our team members look like, how, the skills they have, and also the qualifications it takes to get to that particular level. So we feel like a lot of the students out there currently have some misconceptions about the manufacturing sector as a place to work. So we wanted to alleviate some of these stereotypes by exposing them to some of the careers and job roles within our company. Hence the reason why we expose them to a lot of production roles within the facility. 2 things we do encourage. As soon as the students are done with their 4-week tenure with us, we encourage them to apply for a job at Strongwell. Usually we hand them an application and tell them to submit it to HR, and that we would take care of the rest if that's something they're interested in. In addition, it's always a great entry point to join Strongwell on the production floor. There's a lot of opportunity for upskilling and also promotions, since we basically do it all within this particular facility, since this is the global headquarters of Strongwell.
The big thing that I would really like to accomplish with our students is I have sort of small goals and also large goals. So we do want them to get these skills of being there, working hard, having that feel of a paycheck. We have partnered with Advanced Bristol, and hopefully we'll have other funding sources to help us pay kids. They get paid at the end of their 4-week placement. And there's just nothing like payday and them having worked for their own money. That's just irreplaceable. But I want them to be able to create a vision for themselves. So it's kind of that idea is that if you can see it, you can be it. And so for them to meet real people who are working in these industries, we've already seen that. They've created relationships and bonds with the adults there. And so they can really see themselves working in these industries. And then they come back to me. We have much more meaningful conversations about now, what do you think you want to do after graduation? Whereas before, they're maybe just sort of pulling stuff out of the air, or maybe repeating something that somebody else said, a friend or a family member. But now that they've seen somewhere that they might possibly be able to see themselves working or having a career, then we talk about real steps towards getting there, and it just makes a world of difference.
And hopefully what will happen, and this has happened already to several of our students, once they are in a placement that they're interested in and they're learning and being that good employee, the employer will very often contact us and say, hey, we would like to offer them a position, we'll start paying them. Instead of you compensating them, we would like to pay them, and we'd like for them to work on weekends, or we like to add hours. So we have several students that this has happened to currently.
To learn more about Ready Workforce Institute and how your business can partner with Viking Academy to mentor students in your workplace, please call 423-340-4383.